What did I say?
Just a kid from Akron. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I just laid it out for you.
Hello, my gorgeous people. It is Lala Kent. Welcome to my podcast.
It's good to be here.
We are recording
From
in the
home.
afternoon. I prefer mornings.
I 100% would take a morning over this any day.
This is when I start to unwind, not start the thinking.
Day. Yeah.
Right?
It's going to be a very hard podcast for me.
I think it's going to be fun. We just got back from Vegas. We ended up driving, which that's the money move. For me, I don't know what it is about flying that gives me so much anxiety. And it has nothing to do with like all the plane crashes that have been happening.
No, it's just time.
It's the time. And like, if you don't leave exactly when you need to, like there's a chance you could miss the flight. There's always something that happens to our family when it comes to flying. So with the drive, it just seems so much easier because I can pack as much shit as I want.
Well, that's the one thing I liked. I liked just pulling off when we wanted to. I like having everything that I need. I can buy more stuff and not worry about getting it home. And by the time we even got to Vegas, you're looking at what, 4 hours?
It was 4.5, but because there was no traffic,
right?
We hauled ass. Honestly,
but it's 3.5 hours going to the airport, flying, getting out of the airport. So it's kind of 6s.
I woke up the morning that we were going to leave for Vegas, and I was like, why am I in such a great mood with no stress? Because anytime we travel with the two kids, I'm like so on edge and so high strung. Mm-hmm. And it was just a breeze. No traffic. So it takes longer to get to Palm Springs, it feels like.
Yeah. And I was just in the back watching my show.
Easton was just busy relaxing.
Just relaxing, guys. Just
Easton's
relaxing.
favorite thing to do is relax. Anytime I call him, I'm like, what are you doing?
No, I'm a grade A
just
relaxer.
Relaxing. I'm like, oh, as opposed to what else?
Relaxing.
Relaxing and chilling. Before we left for Vegas, my baby Sosa hit a milestone. Now, I spoke about this, I want to say, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, where it started where I compare my kids, where I'm like, hold on. At this point in time, Ocean had done this. Like, is something wrong? I don't know. But then I was talking to my other mom friends, because I have those now. They were like, no, the clapping and the waving doesn't need to come until like, I think it's between like 9 months and 12 months. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take the stress off of myself and the pressure, because you guys, when I tell you I've been working with her in a pretty obsessed way, the clapping and waving. Dude, I'm working out with Jenna and I put Sosa in the ball pit and I go, hi, baby. And she full on waves to me.
Oh.
Full
Because I've been doing that now. Every time I see her, I wave.
Yeah. And then not but a few hours later, the girl freaking claps.
She's
I was
ready.
like, holy shit. Oh, damn. Not just one, but two gets.
She's ahead of her time.
She is. It literally made me so happy. And now she's just been clapping up a little storm and waving.
Yeah, and those little legs are moving. She can't wait.
Those little legs are moving. We did a bonus, or that was a Q&A, and I missed this question, and I do want to answer it. Someone wrote in, do you ever wonder what Sosa's bio dad is like, or wonder what ways she is like him versus you? And I have to be honest, no.
No.
I don't.
Don't even think of the guy. Don't even think of the guy. Doesn't exist.
Not even a little bit. However, we went to Vegas, and we went with my mom's best friend since junior high school and her children, who you guys know. Danny Shea was on Vanderpump a few times. Madison is her younger sister, who's 6 months older than me. So it was all of her kids. You're friends with them.
Yep.
And all of their kids. So it was 3 generations of just like
Kids and family.
Friendly family units. But they were asking like kind of the same question. And so I went back and I looked up the little photos of the donor. There's like the first...
How many photos of him did you get?
Only 2.
Okay.
And it was the first like toddler photo and then his first school picture. And I will say, she does have his ears.
What else?
I want to say the smile, the little smile.
Okay.
The nose, I'm iffy about. I'm like, she doesn't have my nose and Ocean has my nose. So I'm like, does she have Gigi's nose or does she have the donor's nose? But through the eyes, she is through and through
a Gigi. She's Gigi in the eyes.
Yes.
Weird. The weirdest.
It is weird. Shiloh, one of the friends, he goes, when you gave birth, did you feel like you gave birth to your mom? I was like, Shiloh, that is a weird question. And the answer is yes.
Yes, I did. I shoved
did.
out my mom. It was weird.
It was very weird. And I try not to think about it too much, but I am happy that I have a kid that looks like me.
Yeah. And like the family.
Yeah, well, because Ocean looks more like my ex through the eyes. And she's kind of got those eyebrows.
Yeah.
And then the smile and nose is more our
side.
family
Yeah.
side. So yeah, the answer is I don't think about the guy until I guess this weekend. I was like, wait,
until you were forced into thinking
deep
about it.
dive into this. Also, great news. I took Lily into the vet because I've told you guys she had a stroke a week before I gave birth to Sosa. She's rough on the feet, but she's still got spirit. Yes, she do. And that is literally what she sounds like.
24/7.
If she's not doing that.
No, and she's turned into a little fucking cricket too.
Crying. But I feel bad because usually when she does it, it's because she has to go to the bathroom. And I would be lying if I said she has not shit herself before.
Yum.
And then she looks at us like, you motherfuckers should be cleaning up my shit. I was trying to tell you I needed to go outside. So she just has a hard time on her feet. But the breathing, I'm worried because she does have masses on her, right?
Oh.
And I battle. I'm like, okay, if I take her to the vet and they're like, she's riddled with cancer, I can't put her under.
No, we would now know she is riddled with cancer.
It's now quality of life. How do we give her the best quality of life? Take her in. They do extensive x-rays and extensive blood work. I get a phone call the night before we leave for Vegas and they're like, so your dog's very healthy.
Are we sure we're talking about the right dog?
They were like, she's just old. We're talking about...
You don't say. She's
14 and a half. No. Has black lab and golden, which both of those breeds, especially golden, even the vet was like, I'm thrilled to be making this call because it usually does not go this way.
I'm thrilled that we got that call, but I'm glad that even now that she's panting and annoying me, I at least know she's not in pain. Which is the good thing.
She's straight chilling.
No, she's hanging, chilling, annoying the hell out of us, and we're loving it.
There are times where I'm trying to watch a show, and I'll pause. I'd be like, Lily, shut.
Well, she's just like not even looking anywhere. She's not looking at us. She's looking up at the sky, just doing it. And it's like, what the fuck do you want?
She's kind of blind. How many times have you guys heard me talk about financial independence and making sure you're good in case something happens? You want to be able to take care of yourself and take care of your babies. Well, when you open a Chime checking account, you're one step closer to a better financial future. A Chime checking account has no maintenance fees, and it has fee-free overdraft up to $200. Just set up qualifying direct deposits, sign up for Spot Me, and Chime will spot you up to $200 if you go over your balance. To date, Chime has helped spot members over $30 billion. Plus, you can qualify to get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. And if you ever want access to your pay before payday, you can use My Pay to get up to $500 of your pay with no mandatory fees or interest for those who qualify. Make progress towards a better financial future with Chime. Open your account in about 2 minutes at chime.com/Lala. That's chime.com/Lala. Chime. Feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank, N.A. or Stride Bank, N.A. Members FDIC. Spot Me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Fees apply at out-of-network ATMs. My Pay eligibility requirements apply. Credit limits range from $20 to $500. $2 fee applies to get funds instantly. Chime checking account required. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details. So anyway, after all the great news between Lily, my child clapping, we go to Vegas. You guys, let me just tell you. So about 4 or 5 years ago, they switched the Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas, which if you guys remember, the Hard Rock is where I performed in the Tupac onesie with hoops that I could fit my arms through, wasted out of my mind. It was just not a good experience, okay? In the moment, maybe, because I didn't even know what the fuck. I always just said it. I didn't know where I was or what I was doing, but they switched it to Virgin.
Yeah, and it's great.
It was phenomenal. And they redid, so I got a suite for myself and my family. Madison stayed with me. Jamie was in mom's room.
Yeah.
You got your own room.
Yeah, and it was a suite.
Yep. The rest of the Applin-Elps got their own room in the hotel. If you guys are looking, because I assume most of the people who listen to my podcast, they're parents.
Yes.
If you want to have like a Vegas experience, but you also have children, highly, highly recommend
If you don't
staying at
love
Virgin.
the hubbub of the Strip and you're looking for like a nice, fun hotel that's easy to get into, easy access, the Virgin, and
You're
it's
only
so
a
fun.
mile away from the Strip, though, and they have cars
That take you to the Strip.
take you to the Strip. On top of, you don't have to pay for valet.
Nope.
It's only tips that they rely on. I really loved it. I was nervous because we went to Vegas for a baby shower.
Yeah.
The youngest of the Applin-Elp Jessup crew is having a baby, which is weird.
Wild.
It's so crazy. I just remember him sitting on our couch watching Disney Channel,
Drinking eggnog.
sneaking snacks before his mom got home to tell him he couldn't have them.
I know. He'd always ask me. I'd be like, yeah, fucking it. I don't care.
No, but I liked it because there also wasn't a lot of like smoke.
Yeah.
That was my biggest fear taking the kids because you basically like you're in the room, but you're kind of living in like the lobby and going to the restaurants and you have to cross through the casino. You can still gamble there. You can still do all the bits. Glorilla performed there over the weekend.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on.
There was a lot of stuff going on, but I
There's a car
didn't
show.
feel there was a car show.
Yeah, they had the lowrider show down there. That's what we were passing all those when we were
Oh yeah,
driving.
on the way there were like a
was so
ton
cool.
of lowriders that were on
on
what are
trailers,
those things?
pickup trucks. Wait,
18-wheelers. Willers.
no. No, just a truck with a trailer. An 18-wheeler
What's an 18-wheeler?
semi-truck
Oh.
that has 18 wheels. Hence, 18-wheeler. Moving on.
I cannot breathe. Anyway, highly recommend staying at Virgin if you guys want to do Vegas and still have children. So I was very into doing the Ferris wheel as well because we had some time to kill before the baby shower.
Yes.
So Shiloh and I took
The kiddos.
Ocean and his daughter Everly, who's 6. Ocean plays so much better with older kids.
Yeah. Well, I think she
Old
plays
soul.
like older.
Yeah, there's just way less drama, way less tattletelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had time to kill. We did the Ferris wheel, which was awesome. Ocean loved
How
it.
long? So, does that thing ever stop moving, or does that thing go?
No. It never stops moving.
So, like
it
you're
takes
getting
30
off
minutes.
while it's moving.
Yeah, it's like when you go on a
Disneyland,
ski
correct. Yeah.
thing.
You
It
get on
doesn't
the thing-
stop.
Yeah.
It just goes way slower. Like the ski thing's haul ass.
Yeah, that thing, I was watching it, I was like, is that thing moving? And I see like the other parts start coming over a building. I was like, that thing is moving.
It is moving, and one of them is an open bar, and I heard people get wasted. Like can barely get off. In fact, when you get off, there's like a net in case you fall, it catches you.
Oh my gosh. Maybe just serve less liquor.
Oh no, apparently they encourage like drink.
Oh, not me.
Ugh, I can't imagine being wasted that high in the sky.
Oh, and just in that confined room, just hot with other drunk people, I'd vomit.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. And we did it during the day, and
Well,
there were
that's because
only
you were-
8 of us on the thing.
Oh, that's good.
It was awesome. Osha was making TikToks. Don't ask me how she knows what a TikTok is, but she does. Speaking of kids, did you see on TikTok, I guess, that Drewski did a parody type thing? Is that what it's called? A parody
Yeah.
of Miss Rachel?
No, but I need to
And
see
he's
it
like
now.
doing it, and then it cuts. It's just the green screen, and he goes and like does blow with like one of the producers and then like talks about, he's like, I don't give a fuck about these kids. And then it like flashes back to them like dancing. And it pans over to one of the producers like smoking a joint. And he's doing the ABCs. And a lot of people in the comment section was like, L, it's for lawsuit. Like, dude, do you know who Miss Rachel is? She makes so much money. She's like a multimillionaire. You can buy books. She's now on Netflix.
Can he get sued for doing a parody?
No, you can sue for anything. Like Erica Jane says, we're in the business of you sue, you get sued. It's just what you do when you're bored.
Just what you do when you're bored and you want to just have a little lawsuit. Why not?
I don't know, though. Can I tell you? I think people are just a little too sensitive. I hope that it's not like, come on, we all love Miss Rachel, but like give the parents a laugh.
Thank you.
Drewski gave us a laugh. Like, we love you, Miss Rachel, but at the same time, like
I can't.
Sometimes watching the videos make me want to relapse. So I'm like, oh my God. But I don't turn it off because Ocean and Sosa's obsessed. She squeals. Hi.
No, Miss Rachel has these kids in a chokehold.
Yeah. Mama. Good
I was
No.
watching a video and it's a kid dead asleep.
Yeah.
And he goes, hi. And he goes, I was like,
he comes out of his trance.
Oh, he was ready. And he's just like looking at his mom like, Miss Rachel's on again.
Yeah. How could you not fall in love with her? You know, her husband is a composer for like Broadway. And she started it because her son was like delayed in speech. And honestly, I won't even lie. I put Miss Rachel on all the time for Ocean, and she speaks incredibly well.
No,
like,
I like how they
that.
do like the sign language. I like how they do like more.
Yes.
Like I like how she's teaching that as well.
Yeah,
so
and she has patience that as parents just don't.
Yes, that's why we watch Drewski.
Exactly. TikToks for the adults and Miss Rachel for the children.
Give Them Lala is sponsored by BetterHelp. Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from $100 to $250 per session. But with BetterHelp Online Therapy, you can save on average up to 50% per session. Seriously, it is the best investment you will ever make. With BetterHelp, you pay a flat fee for weekly sessions, saving you big on costs and on time. Therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury. With online therapy, you can get quality care at a price that makes sense and can help you with anything from anxiety to everyday stress. Your mental health is worth it, and now it's within reach. Therapy from BetterHelp is helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient too. You can join a session with the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, switch therapists at any time. Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/GTL to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GTL.
Did you see that scientists are bringing back the dire wolf?
I did not.
You know what a dire wolf is, right? Did you watch Game of Thrones?
No.
It's like a giant wolf.
Okay, so we're just bringing it back? What, do we have its semen? And eggs?
I'm no scientist. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah,
but every time I think about like replicating, I always go back to that Family Guy episode where Stewie replicates himself and his body just like falls apart.
Oh, yeah. Because he has to make him just a little dumber.
Well, it's just, I don't know why we're doing that. For me, like it's just the way of the world, right? Like dinosaurs went extinct.
Well, that's my biggest thing
I think
what
the
would
human race
wolves?
is at some point going to go extinct. Like we're not going to be rocking it forever.
No. But like what is bringing that wolf back going to do for
Well, it says this is
the economy?
This is about animal engineering. It's not about
this world that we live in.
I don't know. It's like, you guys, are we so bored that we have to just like
are there too many deers and this thing is going to like help out in like keeping deer down and killing them, or are we just bringing it back for no reason?
I'm not really sure the point of it, but there was someone, his name's Neil Shubin, and he's a professor at the University of Chicago, and he said this is about animal engineering. It's not about resuscitating ancient species. He then went on to say, do we bring old species back? The conversation is, we're creating new kinds of creatures. We are modifying creatures in new ways. Should we be doing it? There's a lot of science here that's potentially very interesting, but given how colossal, that's one of the, that's basically who's doing it. He said we're basically not having the conversations that we should have in this. Yeah, and this is in Rolling Stones, that scientists warn direwolf could bring unintended consequences. Now,
So it could bring consequences.
let me tell you. Okay, hear me out. We've spoken about this before. Deep Blue Sea. Do you remember when they took the sharks and tried to do modifications and use science? And these sharks got so smart that they started hunting like actual human beings and figuring out a way to like break through glass, sink boats. Like it kind of got a little scary. And I just think, let's leave shit alone.
Yeah, they're leaving us alone.
Well, they may not, depending on how smart these people make the dire wolf. I mean, did you see Game of Thrones? They like really messed people up.
Yeah, I just have a feeling that the human race is going to be the biggest downfall to the human race.
You don't say.
You don't say.
Also, did you see that the Department of Justice released that University of Michigan coach hacked thousands of intimate images from like people on campus?
No.
Yeah. Sick fuck. He's going to trial, obviously.
He
They
should be
interviewed
going
one
to jail.
victim and she was like, I feel so exposed and vulnerable. Like, I didn't know that these images that I have or had of myself in a protected space would be tapped into by a coach.
How did he tap into him?
Genius. He's a genius. I wouldn't even know the first thing of how to get someone's. The other day, I was like, why is my Face ID not working? And I Googled and I tried like turning off stolen protection. Googled again. It was like, try cleaning your camera. So I did and it worked.
Wow. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it?
So don't ask me how someone does that. Because I have no idea. I'm just surviving in technology.
I just wake up and hope to God that everything goes well.
Well, you and me both.
Technology-wise and everything.
Well, speaking of hoping everything goes well, did you hear about that helicopter that went down?
Yes.
Obviously, everybody did. Wild. It's just sitting there flying, literally loses all of its blades and falls into the Hudson.
It just seeing that, it made no sense of how that even could happen.
So the helicopter was owned by New York Helicopter Tours, but I'm curious to know who like manufactured the actual helicopter. And I won't say why, but I know of this case going on that involves a helicopter and someone ended up passing away
But what's
in a
so
horrendous
weird,
manner.
Yeah, but what's so weird is just like, yeah, the manufacturer of the helicopter, but then it was purchased by this, tour. It's weird to me how the tail falls off and then the top blades. To me, that's not even the manufacturer. That's like...
Oh, you think someone messed with it?
I'm not even going to say messed with it, but I just feel like they didn't like repair it correctly or the maintenance on it wasn't done right. There's just something to me that's weird when a whole tail is falling off as well as props.
Weren't there some conspiracy theories that there was a guy on board who was said to be someone who was going to start shaking things up in his industry, and Mom sent you, that's why I don't know much about it now, because Mom sent you a video and I was like, make sure Easton gets it, and now it's been removed.
Yeah, the day after. Because we're knowing too much, and if we know too much, they take it off. There's so many things that like I've even sent Mom, and I'm like, I have to show you this, and she'll be like, it didn't send, and I'll try to find it and I can't find it.
Do you think, Easton, let's just say a lot of these conspiracy theories end up being true, which there are a few that they're in trials right now where, P. Diddy, the Ariana Grande conspiracy theory where she's looking very, very different, right?
Well,
and we spoke about like
she said she has to go back to that place and they can maybe give that memory back to her.
Right. So what I'm wondering is with TikTok and Instagram and I guess Twitter, which is now X or whatever, Do you think that who's ever responsible, let's say that these conspiracy theories are true, do you think they're tripping that people are getting
Catching
too
on?
smart for their own good or catching on?
Yeah.
Or do you think there's still enough sheep left to kind of keep things calm?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think there's enough sheep that they'll continue to keep doing what they're doing. But
Okay.
I think it's called Blackstone or BlackRock or something like that, which is a huge corporation. And like, if you look into that, there's some crazy things.
Yeah.
I'll put a link up for that one. Me and Landon look at it all the time because it's like how crazy they're involved in everything. They're worth trillions.
Yeah.
And it's just weird, but they're behind a lot of weird conspiracy things, even with the Palisades fire, like the conspiracies around that. BlackRock is behind it. And there's just a lot of.
There's some that I think are so far-fetched.
I
where
do
I'm
too,
like,
but then
then
again-
I wonder, I'm like, wait, is someone planting the ones that are super far-fetched to make conspiracy theorists look super crazy so that even the ones that they're spot on with, they're like, wait, you've got me. Oh, wait, now you're
you
saying
lost
Tupac
me.
and JFK are on an island, like creating music together. You kind of lost
Well-
me, you know?
It is exhausting being a single mom of 2 girls. I am tired all the time, but it is the best kind of tired, and I wouldn't change it for 1 second. So here's one way I deal now. I give my poor feet a little love, self-care, and a lot of style, obviously, with Gefei sneakers. Gefei sent me a pair to try. I am not sure I've taken them off since I got them. They are so comfortable and so supportive. This has to be what it feels like to walk on clouds. Gefei's patented Verso Shock technology helps absorb shock and reduce stress on joints. They're perfect for chasing around kids, perfect for running errands, perfect for working out, perfect for laying in bed watching Housewives. Don't judge. You won't take them off either, I promise. It's style and comfort in one shoe, and there's a pair for everyone. So if you're wanting to treat your feet and yourself to a little something to help deal with occasional foot pain and back pain, or maybe you just want to up your sneaker game, Gefei is where it's at. And I'm going to hook you up with a deal too. Text Lala to 91888 for 30% off orders over $120. Or go to Gefei.com and use code Lala for 30% off orders over $120. That's Gefei.com and use code Lala or text Lala to 91888. You'll thank me later. Message and data rates may apply.
So back to the helicopter. New York Helicopters is the one that manufactured the plane. And the New York Times interviewed like the CEO or whatever of New York Helicopters. And he's like, we don't know what went wrong. It's like,
But that's the thing. You can't. You sold a great helicopter and you're like, all right, you purchased it. Maintenance is now up to you.
but Easton, I feel like that's... On what planet do you hear about a maintenance issue resulting in the whole helicopter falling apart?
you tell
To me, it
me.
seems like you're missing some studs and bolts.
I would like to know how many.
How many tours it did before that happened?
Yeah, was it its first tour or has that thing been in their fleet for 5 years?
It seems sus.
It just seems weird.
Yeah.
Like blades to not be on. There's maintenance that I'm like, maybe you guys didn't do something.
I mean, I've heard that people do, like, when they're trying to mess with somebody, they'll, like, unscrew the lug nuts or whatever on tires.
Yeah. So
I don't
you lose
know.
your rims.
Yeah.
People cut their brake lines.
Yeah, it's seeming like that, but in an aircraft.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's move on to something a little lighter, which is what's more lighter than freaking White Lotus, right?
Oh, beautiful.
So SNL did a White Lotus parody.
Did you see it?
I watched the clip.
Did you like it?
I kind of thought it was really funny.
Did
Did you watch it?
I just watched clips.
It's called
too.
White POTUS. If you guys haven't seen it, you can obviously look it up on the Peacock app.
Yeah, but no, I thought it was funny. Who was upset?
Aimee Lou Wood, the one with the teeth. So you saw like what she was upset about?
No, I just saw that she was upset.
Well, John Hamm makes like a little bit of an appearance on the yacht, and he plays RFK Jr. and they're talking about how they're going to take fluoride out of the water, and he's going through it in his mind like, what will that do to people's teeth? And she's like, fluoride for teeth? What's that do? Or whatever. They just like made a dig, but it was like about hygiene, I guess. And she said, I did find the SNL thing mean and not funny. Such a shame because I had such a great time watching it a couple of weeks ago. Yes, take the piss for sure. That's what SNL is about. But there must be a clever, more nuanced, less cheap way. And then SNL apologized. I truly don't know how I feel about this because I try to put the shoe on the other foot. And if someone made fun of me like that, I would feel extremely hurt. And I would be like, come on, that's like such a, like she said, like cheap.
Yeah, like you can come up with
It's
better
not
ways.
clever at all.
Yeah.
It's just rude. But at the same time, I feel like everyone's getting so sensitive.
Yeah, I think people just need to be able to take a joke. Like she could have just been like, "Yeah, that was funny," and moved on. And I don't know.
But again, it's about her appearance. So we always talk about how we don't like that. So it's just, again, nuance. She used the word. There's got to be a more nuanced way. I thought the whole bit was absolutely hysterical.
I thought it was great.
And maybe I'm like, it's all good, girl, because I'm obsessed with her.
That's
I'm like,
the
how
other
could
thing.
anyone knock you down? But I saw an interview that she thought HBO would not hire her for White Lotus because she's ugly. And that's her word. I'm doing quotes, air quotes.
Yeah.
She said, I did not think they would hire me because.
And what's so crazy is when I saw her, I was like, how I loved her because she was so like authentic looking on the screen. I was like, I love looking at you.
I just love, she like stole my heart. When I say I could not eat, drink, sleep after that finale, it devastated me to my core.
Yeah.
And I did not see it coming.
No, they really have a good way at just like throwing way out of left field. Like I could have never thought that.
Well, can I tell you what it's about? I don't know about you guys who also watch, but when you see the first episode of White Lotus and you always see the body in, you know, either water, it's been in water actually, I think all 3 times. But I always fixate on who's the killer rather than who's dead.
Yeah.
I did not even go there for season 3 of like, I just immediately said, this is who I think the killer is. I didn't think about who died.
No.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still need to watch it.
Are you joking, Easton? It's truly offensive. It really is.
Hey, I watched a good
Even
amount.
my best friend Madison, who literally does not watch TV, watched
it?
White Lotus.
No, it really is good. I'll tune in tonight.
White Lotus, and then I would rewatch Game of Thrones with you.
Let's do that. I would
Like-
be down.
Phenomenal.
Okay. We have some things.
Are you seeing the new AI like Barbie
Yes.
thing going around?
That everybody's posting of themselves.
Yeah. Did you see ours?
No.
Okay, just wait. I'm going to show you.
Oh, God.
I'm going to show you. You're going to die. But LeBron James has become the first male athlete to have a Ken doll. The doll feature. Oh, are we clapping?
Yeah, that's dope. I think that's way cool. And everything behind it, like the he's got like the I Promise wristband. There's like a lot of cool things that come with it. That
Yeah,
I
it
think
says
are,
the doll features the Los Angeles Lakers basketball player in his pregame fashion and reflects his height. It's an inch taller than the standard Ken doll. Hot. Come on, Barbie. Are you kidding me? Do you know what I would have given back in the day?
for a LeBron
to
for
have
a
a-
Kobe doll.
Oh my God. Let's not get it. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. It includes an Ohio patch, because isn't that where he's
Akron.
from? Okay.
Akron,
and a
Ohio.
crown patch on one sleeve and the number 23, his basketball jersey number on the other. And on the back, it says LeBron, boldly printed along with the phrase, just a kid from Akron. That is adorable.
Yeah, no, it's a cool doll, and I mean, what people are saying is, if you can get your hands on one, they're going to be a collector.
Well, shit, look it up, dude.
I
want
already
one.
did. Trust me, they're expensive
they're-
already. I looked. Yeah, they were
Really?
$60 brand new, and right
Why
now
didn't you
they're-
buy one?
they were sold out.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and now on StockX, like they're selling for $160.
Buy it.
Okay, I'll buy it today.
All right, under the jacket, the doll wears a shirt that reads, "We are family," a nod to the Stars Foundation. The doll includes accessories like a basketball, headphones, and sneakers. You guys. This doll sounds hot.
It's a cool doll.
I think we need to get it for Ocean. But then you got to keep it in original
Yeah,
packaging,
if you get
right?
it and open it, then you might as well just not buy it.
Yeah, and I remember Mom would buy collector Barbies and I'd go in her closet and just stare at them, how badly I wanted to open them.
Yep.
And where do you think they are now?
In a storage unit, still shut.
I don't even know where they are.
Yep. Aren't you glad that you got to have so much fun with them when you
I
were a
wish
kid?
I would have.
Yep.
I wish I would have been able to. But then I look back on my Spice Girl Barbies and I'm like, dang it, I should have left them in the box.
You always want what you can't have.
From the stress of life's changes to busy schedules, postpartum, or menopause, your hair goes with you through it all. And hair thinning and shedding affects more than just our hair. In fact, 2 in 3 women say that the way their hair looks can completely change how they feel about themselves. And I know what a good hair day does for my own mood and confidence. With Nutrafol's award-winning line of hair growth supplements, you can feel confident in your hair and focus on what matters most to you. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand. It's trusted by over 1.5 million people. And that's why this Mother's Day, Nutrafol makes the perfect gift. There is something for every mama on your list. The postpartum formula is great for women in the first year after giving birth. That's the one I take right now. I switched to that after having Sosa. I also took it after I had Ocean. And I think you can see the results just by looking at my Instagram or even watching episodes of this pod on YouTube. My hair is looking and feeling thicker and stronger and fuller. And it's never been longer on its own, which I love. No extensions needed. That's the best part. There's also the Women's Balance formula for all of you beautiful ladies 45 and up who might be experiencing premenopause or menopause. And of course, the women's formulas are great for everyone who's in between life stages. This Mother's Day, consider Nutrafol, the best-selling hair growth supplement. Whether you're gifting to yourself or a loved one, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off any order. Enjoy free shipping when you subscribe. Go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code LALAGIFT. That's Nutrafol, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code LALAGIFT. Nutrafol.com, promo code LALAGIFT.
Are you ready to see our
Talk to me.
photos? Easton, you're gonna die. So basically what you do is you put photos of yourself in it, right?
And then it just generates.
So let me show you. So this is the photo that we sent of you. So we submitted the photo, Easton, and then you kind of have to like tell it what to do, right? Like what to add, the accessories. Yeah. So here's yours.
Oh my gosh.
You've got a pit bull.
I've got a pit bull, some
car
Jordans.
keys. Right? Car keys?
Yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of want that doll.
It's a good one. By the way, though, love the Nikes. I think I have those Jordans.
Yeah, those. I like that whole outfit.
Now, I got a few, and I can't tell which one I like the most. So here's mine, host of Give Them Lala. I also have Jordan 1s on.
Love it.
But then I have ones with Ocean. I have a breast pump. A chic bag. Here's me and Ocean, and we both have babies.
I love that. I wish.
And then here's
they
the
were
final
real.
one. Some of the ones that I've seen, they look identical to the people. I have, and you know what? These probably look identical to me, just depending on when I've been injected and who's injected me. I wear many faces depending on who's holding the needle. Oh, there was this woman who was like, I did a TikTok because I'm active on TikTok now, sort of.
Love it.
And when I say I'm new here, I was sending someone my videos to post on TikTok because I didn't know how to do it. So now like I'm personally doing it. So I did this one about sleep, and it was morning, so I was extremely swollen because that's just what happens to me. My lips are so big, and I was looking at them and I was like, damn, I love how big my lips look. Like I'm trying to go get them injected. There was one comment. The comment section on TikTok is harsh, dude.
No, they're violent in there.
Yeah, like I feel way better about myself when I'm on Instagram, which is saying something. I'm like, take me back to the gram with all the grandmas, because they're kind. But this old woman, actually she was older, was like, stop. I was confused why she was even there. Like, how do you even know what TikTok is, Graham? She said, you need to stop touching your lips.
Okay.
And then like everyone started getting into it. That's my favorite part, is when one person says something and then a bunch
they're
of
all
other
arguing
people
with each other about what you're doing, and you're like, I'm not even here right now. What the hell?
But I wanted to say, life is so silly. While you're telling me to stop injecting, I'd like to tell you to start.
Right.
And then I was like, that's rude. I'm not going to say it.
Yep. Then your backlash is 10 times heavier.
I know. They can say whatever they want, but we can't say shit. It's very intense.
Bite those lips.
How do you feel about Coachella?
I don't feel like that's how I feel about Coachella right there. Yawn. I don't think I'm missing out on anything. And I feel like it's like the new cool thing to do for everyone is to like show how miserable Coachella is.
Yeah.
You know, like I never see like videos of like the music anymore, or like people walking cute at each other. It's like 2 hours for the fucking bathroom. And it's like, you knew what you were getting into. You knew.
Well, Kylie Jenner attended with Timothée Chalamet. With Timothy Chalamet. They were like all over each other, whatever. Charlie XCX. You guys, the amount of times that I talk about her and call her Charlie SEX.
Charlie Sex. Should be it. I saw her performance. Might as well be Charlie Sex.
She's really not my type of person. But it just does not, I went last year after not going to a music festival in so many years, and I went fully pregnant. And I will say I had a really good time. But if you were to say, if you didn't go, would you feel like did you have such a great time that you feel like you would have missed out if you hadn't gone? No. And it was a really great time. But I also could have said but I could have stayed home.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Take it or leave it for me.
Right. There are certain moments that I'm like, oh my God, I had the best time. That was amazing. This was great. If I wouldn't have gone, that would have been great too.
Yeah.
But Lady Gaga did a 2-hour performance.
Damn.
You can't
Good
go
for
wrong
her.
with Lady Gaga.
No, that's a good
Everyone
performance.
loves her. She's like insanely talented. Benson Boone had a surprise cover with Queen guitarist Brian May.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a cover of Bohemian Rat. This nose and me being way too aware of how I sound. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Beautiful.
God.
Nicely done.
No one
Got it out.
reacted.
I would have.
Well, that would have been just you then. The crowd just sat there. So people were like, maybe they don't know who this is. I don't know. It doesn't look fun.
That's how, like, people are going to, like, not have fun now, it seems like.
It just isn't what it used to be, I don't think. And it's not because I'm not drinking anymore. Like, I just truly feel like the spirit of it is no longer there.
Yeah. Like I said, you didn't see anybody complaining about their tents, the heat, or anything like that. They were at Coachella. And you just saw them having fun, dancing, like girls like walking with all their friends, like waving like a thing with the art in the back, like there were those videos. And that's when I was like, damn, I want to go to fucking Coachella.
Very content driven now.
Now it's like people are like, $20 for this shitty sandwich. It's like, what you knew. You knew. Just eat the sandwich that cost you $20. Don't say anything. Everybody else had to pay the same. We all know.
Yeah.
You know what you got into. Eat the sandwich and then go make good content about having fun. Because all the content about Coachella now, to me,
I saw the opposite.
is depression.
I saw a lot of people doing the whole bit of how much fun they're having.
Oh, see, mine
But
is
for
not.
me, because I kind of know how this works, fun while filming, post,
And then sit in the corner. Yep.
Yes. And that's why I feel like it's like a bit now.
Yes.
Whereas when I would go with my friends, we were lucky to get a picture. Everyone else was getting content for us. And then they would send it and be like, here you go. Here's a picture of you that we got of you girls at, Coachella. And it's like, oh, thank God we have this memory. That's so cute. But we were so in the moment. It doesn't seem like anyone's in the moment anymore.
I think that you just nailed it.
It makes me really sad.
Yeah.
In fact, Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber just said that they will no longer be attending Coachella. They just don't feel like it's for them anymore.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because of where they're at in life. But I can't say that.
I just feel like Coachella is kind of just going down that route right now.
Yeah, and then Bernie Sanders made an appearance. He introduced Claro, which I don't know who that is, but he basically urged people to fight for justice, respect it wholeheartedly. And it's probably an unpopular opinion. I'm like, can we just save this one weekend to not be about politics and what's going on in the world? Everyone needs a moment to just
have fun,
break away. And I hope that doesn't come off the wrong way. But I was talking to a friend and she was like, do you ever feel that it's unnatural or that human beings are not equipped to handle what's going on at every single moment in time all over the world? And I'm like, well, that's why we're all, including me, in constant hysteria 24/7, because it's a helicopter crash, it's two planes colliding, it's a war that's broken out, it's a
that's where
toddler's in a car accident and dies, it's a shooting, the 12th of the day that you've just heard about. It's devastating and so
we're
hard
desensitized. Now where everybody is just desensitized. And there's a comedian who I absolutely love, Dave Chappelle, and he talks about pretty much just that. And he was like, back in the day, you heard something that was close to you.
Right.
In the newspaper. And it was like, oh, that's something crazy. Now with technology, it's like you see a crash in New York. You see something in another whole different country. Over in Dubai, you see that they're creating rain. And it's like, or a shooting, anything like that. So it's like, how can you give a crap about something when you know everything?
Right.
So it's like, I can't care about a helicopter crash like this poor family. They're going to be tomorrow's news with another helicopter crash somewhere else in the world.
I know, it's devastating.
And that's where you just can't even care. It's just hard to be sensitive to things because it's like, I know all of it now. It's like plane crashes are going to happen. I already know. There's probably going to be one this week.
Yeah, you're right.
Just
Desensitized.
sucks. And so it's like you can't care about anything when you know about everything.
That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And he's the one who said it. He was like, you just can't care about anything anymore because you know about everything.
Yeah. Bernie Sanders had, when he was running for president, had his little hub in West Hollywood. And it was on the corner of where
the Oscars.
Biggie Smalls got shot.
Yeah, in that diner.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I love me some fucking Bernie Sanders. I'm sorry, that called for the F word.
I'll take it.
But I'm like, Bernie, can we just maybe just take a load off for just a minute? Just take a load off.
Yeah. Just come out and be Bernie.
Just come out. Well, he was Bernie.
Oh, don't be too much Bernie.
And can I tell you, Kylie looked very understated. I'm so into her vibe right now. Just like a little hat, white t-shirt.
Right, with some jeans on.
Yep.
I think she just is very happy, it seems like.
Yeah.
So good for her.
Also, something incredible that happened today.
What?
Blue Origin sent its rocket up with Katy Perry, Gayle King, and Jeff Bezos' fiance, Lauren Sanchez. Took him 8 minutes to get up there. The 8-minute flight traveled more than 62 miles into the atmosphere past the Kármán line, which, per Blue Origin, is the internationally recognized boundary of space. Katy Perry said it was the highest high that she's ever felt. Obviously.
I want to do it,
she's like,
but
it's the highest high.
You don't say, Miss Perry. You don't say.
No, but literally.
No, literally.
Yes.
It's the highest high. Yeah, you're right.
That's absolutely correct. And it is surrender to the unknown, trust. I couldn't recommend this experience more.
How much does it cost? Just a cool 500,000? Fuck, let me get my checkbook out. Fucking bitches.
And she said she will 100% be writing a song about it. Is it going to go, 'cause I went to space? I love her music, but she's always right on the nose. Her wedding song was I've never worn white.
Yeah.
And I'm standing here tonight. I'm like, oh yeah, night.
And me and
white.
my husband, I hope we don't fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
That's
she's
what
great,
you get
but
for waking up in
don't-
Vegas. It's literally verbatim. Exactly. There's not much depth
Do you
to
ever
it.
feel like a plastic bag? Is that her?
Wow, that's pretty deep though, because I often feel like a plastic bag
Just getting ruffled
floating
through
the wind,
Just getting pummeled
hoping
by
to start again.
cars.
Oh, and that has
Katie.
a lot of meaning. A plastic bag blowing through the wind, hoping to start again. Recycle. Yeah.
She really does go really deep, doesn't she?
Katy Perry's also looking like her mind is being wiped clean, right?
We all are, I think. No
They're
one's
like-
even talking to me, and I'm like, there's Severance is really here.
Yeah, terrifying.
It's like you made this show because that's true.
But before I do sign off, though, speaking of space, if someone gave you the opportunity, would you go?
Let me put it this way. I would love to. I would need a lot of Dramamine. I get very sick, and I think I'd throw up.
I would have to see the rocket ship first. What are we talking? How big is this? Because I get claustrophobic.
There it is, like the Ocean Gate, the little submarine when they went down. Even if that thing came back up, I was like, claustrophobic. I'm dead in there anyway.
No, I would
Panic
lose
attack.
my mind. I think I'd give a hard pass. I'm sorry, I just don't need to see what's up there. I can look it up.
Or down there.
Or down there. I don't need to go up or down. I'm fine here, middle.
We're fine at about, couple 300 feet above sea level.
Yeah. I don't need to
Beautiful up
defy
here.
gravity.
No.
I'm perfectly happy with it. I'll
We were
embrace
meant
it.
to be here.
Right. Exactly. What's that movie though, real quick before we sign off, where she's like, oh, it's Phoebe from Friends, where he talks about gravity. She's like, I don't really feel like I'm being pulled down as much as I'm being pushed.
Wow, I do too. I don't feel like I'm being pulled. I feel like somebody's just pushing me down.
We all do. Welcome to humanity these days. You guys, on that note, I hope that you have an epic rest of the week. It is hump day. Just 2 more sleeps until Friday. Enjoy Friday. It's Friday. Thank you for listening to another episode, and we will catch you Monday for the bonus, and we will catch you for a regular episode on Wednesday. Catch you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I get all 3? I'm getting really good at that.